Turbo tonight! Boys, welcome back to another episode of The Locker Room. Your boy is back. I was in the foxhole last week in the hospital. Shout out to you guys for all the comments and messages with the congratulations and everything else. The boy Delanie, he's back in the house. All the boys are back. We're going to have fun. If you're unfamiliar with the show, top half of the episode, all NFL. We're going to be covering Thursday Night Football, Steelers at the Browns, our favorite games of the week, our ballsy picks where we pick an underdog to upset somebody. Then the back half of the episode, we're going college football. The college football playoff is playing itself out. Every game now has implications. We're going to be talking trophy game out with Indiana and Ohio State. Our tier talk, we have a massive game with the religion versus the military this weekend. And we also have our fan call-in segment. It's going to be a great time. And then also, little sneak peek of our Black Friday merch. It's going to be on sale here in a week, I believe. It's going to be fun, boys. So make sure you subscribe, leave comments throughout the episode. Let's go get paid. Let's go get laid.
Boys and girls, welcome back to the locker room. I'm so happy to have the boys back in the chairs. I'm so happy to not be sitting alone on this show. It was a great time last week, but there's a level of stress that comes with it. You got to paint a picture. You got to make sure people are enjoying themselves. Now, I can sit back and lean a little bit on the boys a little bit with their 9-inch data. Comes some dad stats Will Compton gets to come in with. As always, please subscribe. Please comment. And Will pointed out earlier, we got merch coming out next week. Let's give a round of applause for Will having a kid. I don't know how many more times I'm going to do this. I've done it. This is the second or third time I've done this. But listen, brother, having two kids.
It's good to be back. It's good to just be around the boys.
No question.
This past week, obviously, before we start, let's shout out our presenting sponsor, Fireball Whiskey. The Locker Room is presented by Fireball. Fireball is the perfect shot for game day, whether you're buying those sneaky little shooters before going into the stadium or going big with the Fireball keg for your tailgate or just taking a sip all in the locker room. Whether it's a pregame shot in the tailgate lot or a celebratory touchdown shot at the bar, no matter what, it's guaranteed to ignite your game day. But yeah, bro, it's the boy Taylor. He was throwing me a lifeline, a best friend lifeline. Like, hey, bro, if you don't want to roll in this week, like I got you, I got your back. I'll lift it up, and I'm just telling him like, I need the trenches, I need the boys. Like I just need to be around the boys. Get out for a few hours, just get around the fellas, talk some shit, bust some balls. But it's good to be back. And I do have to say, I have some business to uphold on my end. You thought I'd forget, huh?
I know you didn't forget because I was about to get you on this.
That Miami game. Remember Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Here's 500 large.
Thanks, man.
You're going to make him pay that?
Huh?
You played 14 years in the NFL.
He knows, but the look we had in our eyes when we made that bet, we knew it was real.
It was real.
It was a couple weeks
I can't
ago,
believe he remembered.
Oh, he got you because he put it all on it on X. Talking about, I can't wait to call you dumb.
I did.
Will is a villain on Twitter.
I was trying to
He's
spice up.
fucking
I was trying to
villain.
spice up the rivalry. Fireball, spice up the rivalry.
Yeah, people was
like that.
retweeting it to me. I didn't see. I'm like, I can't
I'm
wait.
trying to get you to say something back. You got to be engaged and back
Nah,
and
I
forth.
just hit you with the clown.
You should have hit me with the video afterwards. Just farting or something like that. Who knows?
Dude, you and the farts. Delaney, how was California? Did you enjoy yourself?
I did actually. I did it. They got that good flour out there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Congrats on getting high in California. Where do you stay? Do you still go back to Crenshaw? Do you stay in your old house?
I was in San Francisco.
The old trap.
Oh, you're in the Frisco.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
in Frisco. No,
Nice.
So I
Did
didn't
you
go.
download the app where you can see the shit on the around the city?
Shit.
What is
you
that?
There's an actual app in San Francisco when you're in San Francisco that you can look at where the human shit is.
Don't they
around
got
the
the
city,
robots
really?
that come pick them up though? I thought the robots.
They got
clean up
robots
the-
now?
Yeah, they clean up the shit.
Man, Musk can really do it all, can he?
I mean, it's Silicon Valley, man. You know.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Aisle 7.
No
scooping
fucking
up
doubt
some
about
shit.
it. Silicon Valley, perfect pronunciation. That is fucking it, dude. Before we get into the game of the week, I do want to bring Mitch up to the podium real quick. Because right now, what is it, November 20th? It's November 20th. The show's coming out tomorrow at 6 a.m. But tonight,
That was almost.
that was crazy.
Oh, unbecoming.
Tonight is a massive deal in the Nashville sports community. What is it? The Nashville Sports League semifinals and a possible final for the team Balls Deep, which Mitch Carlsley, I'm assuming you're the captain of that team?
Yes, I am.
And
For everybody listening, they probably think this is a pretty big deal. It's not, but we want to celebrate our boy.
Yeah.
We want to hype our boy up.
Yeah.
It's
We
really
want
not
For our
that
local
big.
rec league.
You guys right now.
Yeah, we're 8-0.
And you guys are playing the Burgess Kittens, who are 5-3. Semifinal.
Yep, semifinals.
I mean, boys.
I
Let's
mean,
get a
Are you
prediction.
quarterback? What do you got here? You quarterback and safety?
Yeah, I'm quarterback when we don't have our normal quarterback. Our normal quarterback he played in Miami of Ohio for a little bit and then transferred out somewhere else. But yes, I am safety. I'm wide receiver, quarterback.
You do it all.
I'm a little Swiss Army knife.
There you go.
People
Yes,
can
sir.
check out your highlights where?
At Mitch Carsley, Twitter.
Yeah, Mitch
.com,
Carsley.
yeah,
on,
.com.
on X, on Twitter.
on
yeah.
X. And then because it's the end of the season, I will be dropping my season highlight tape. That comes out.
Yo, juicy.
Season highlight tape.
That comes out. That'll come out tonight.
Oh,
The season highlight
Wait,
tape
wait,
before
what about the
before
semifinal?
the
What about the
championship?
championship?
Okay, no, we'll do Thursday. It'll come out first thing Thursday.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Thursday
yeah.
morning or Thursday night?
Don't doubt
Thursday
yourself,
morning. Or
man.
Do Thursday night so when people see this, they'll know where to find it and they'll want to see the
Oh
highlight
wait,
tape.
yes. Thursday. I forget this is
Yeah.
coming out on Thursday. So yes, Thursday evening. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Twitter. Wherever you can find Mitch Carsley. On all the social apps, it'll be out there. So
Before we get you out of here, what's your prediction for your own stat line tonight? Both games.
both games, like in total, or just game by game.
Give me in total. I want to know in total because
Yeah, don't take too long up there.
after
yeah.
today, I'm going to stop thinking about
Oh,
rec league
100%.
football.
I'll probably throw for 4 touchdowns, maybe catch 2 or 3, and I'm hoping to have at least 2 picks.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Wait. One more thing. Are y'all gonna get Super Bowl rings or a belt?
No,
What-
I think the league like gives us like cups, and we'll like take a picture and we'll make it on their Instagram. That's about it.
And we'll make it on our Instagram.
Oh,
If
We'll
you
make it on
don't,
their
if you don't hit
Instagram.
that stat line, will you dye your hair? Bleach
I
blonde.
mean, that's a bit.
you
extreme.
that's a confidence level. I want to figure out where you're coming from.
I mean, I won't dye my hair, but I'll do something else.
you say you're gonna beat them by 30.
We'll say if you don't get the stat line, you lose a paycheck.
That sounds fair to me.
But what if I do hit it?
It's like a fine.
What
If
if I
you-
do hit it?
You get 1.5 times. Will's gonna pay that though.
1.5 times. Hang on.
I will,
Whatever
I
his
will
check
take on
is, he
that.
just gets half of more of that check.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
weekly
we'll throw
check.
you in a bonus.
We'll throw a bonus in. Do you see
How much
Delanie's?
of a bonus? I mean, like.
For 500 each.
How we
Hold
gonna know?
on.
Wait, how we
All
gonna
right,
know?
bucks each.
Shake.
500 total.
500, like 1,500. He'll get.
Oh,
1,500.
he get paid too?
Delanie's got to pay too. He's involved in this.
Yeah,
We're in the
yeah,
locker
hey,
room right
Delaney
now.
just got $500 right there.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't.
You got the most money out of all
Wait,
of
but
us.
how we gonna know? How we
Doesn't
gonna know
matter.
the stats? Oh, you
Vegas in a
going
couple
right?
of weeks.
You
Well,
going to
he'll have.
Yeah. So if you go to the game, you keep the stats, so we'll know.
He'll know.
Exactly.
He won't hit.
I'm not gonna.
You can trust him.
The final stat line is throw for 4 touchdowns, catch 2 or 3. We're gonna put that up to 3.
Let's say
picks.
two.
2 picks.
He's got to catch 2, but he's got to
He's
have
gotta
2
catch
picks.
2.5,
He's got to have 2 picks.
Gotta have
That's
2
the
picks.
one. That's
Two
one.
and a
2
half.
picks, 2 receiving touchdowns, 4 throwing touchdowns, $500 each from the boys.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you got to dye your hair blonde, dude.
No, he loses a paycheck.
Oh, that's right. Nope. That's not
All
part
right,
of
thank
stat
you,
line.
Mitch.
All right,
Thank you,
Mitch.
Mitch Carsley.
They can't run though. I thought. Oh, you can run in your league.
It doesn't get you. That's not part of the
Oh.
stat line. He's got to throw for 4,
it.
catch 2.
Yeah, he
and 2
already. Yeah, no,
INTs.
he said that. Yeah, no, definitely.
I wonder what the odds on that would be.
Minus 200 for Mitch.
Yeah,
Oh, he's like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Minus 200.
I've seen it.
All right, game of the week this week. Will talked about it in the intro. Steelers at the Browns. Steelers are favored minus 3.5. Total in that game is 36.5 points. Delaney, let's start with you, brother. How are we feeling?
Oh man, this Thursday night game is gonna be
Yeah, Steelers at the Browns.
at the Browns.
Steelers. Oh, yeah, the ad read. Sorry.
Where? No, this is Thursday night
It's
football.
Thursday night. He
Thursday
said-
night football,
he
Jared.
said the
Jared,
wrong
you
thing.
are the producer of this show, and look at me blindly just being like, yep, you're right.
And we already have to do a because he fucked up an edit last week.
Yeah,
No, you're
no,
not
this
cutting
this
that
is
out.
Thursday
Don't
night.
worry.
Thursday
that
night
out.
football.
Thursday
Steelers at Browns. Spread is minus 3.5 for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Over under 36.5. Wait, sport
You
clips in
got
a
it.
second.
You got it.
Hey, why you got a middle part still from Bobbing Apples yesterday?
And you know why he said ad read? Because the games of the week is sport clips.
Yeah,
He
and
was
you
calling Thursday night
you
football.
said game of the
Oh,
week.
did I?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so I can take accountability.
This is how we do it on
Hey,
Locker
hey,
Room.
hey,
This is how we
that's
do it
how
on
we do
Locker
Locker
Room.
Room. Hey,
You would
gotta
think
get
I just
shit
had a
done.
kid the way my brain's operating right now.
We just got to get shit done. You did.
All right, Delaney, Thursday
All right.
night football.
So again, the Steelers, 5-game winning streak right now. The Browns are 1-4 at home. Steelers leading the AFC North. this is a no-brainer for me. You got to understand this. Russell Wilson, yes, I doubted him. He has came in. He has made plays. He has motivated the Steelers. He got George Pickens playing, making plays, blocking, showing some physicality out there. But it's going to depend on the defense. You got T.J. Watts and Cameron Hayward. Those guys go out there, can stop the Browns. The Browns is a team where they got a quarterback that everyone loves, and he can motivate them. But this week, I don't think they got it done. I think Steelers is going to answer the call. It's going to -3.5. I feel like they're going to get that, probably even score more. I think the total is 36.5. I'm going to stay away from that just because I just don't know where.
That's a low-scoring game.
Yeah, it's a low-scoring
You think
game.
it's a low-scoring game?
I think it's
a low-scoring game, but I kind of like the under.
You think that 36?
But I don't necessarily like to do Thursday Night Football. They've been putting up points.
They have been lately.
Yeah.
They have been, but I'm going to take the Steelers to beat the Browns for
Only
sure.
thing that scares me with the Steelers is like just kind of obviously a short week and coming off of an emotional win, a physical game. That's the only thing that scares me. But I like the Steelers as well. They do a good job offensively. Like Russell Wilson, he can hit the deep ball, but he's not a quarterback. They're not that offense. Arthur Smith, they're not going out there trying to like force any explosive plays. They kind of let the game come to them. Run game, build off play action, screens. And Russ is a cat who can hit the dimes down the field. Like you said, George Pickens is playing. He's even playing after an interception.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the Steelers too. I think their defense is dominant. Browns don't have a lot to play for. The whole divisional game, Browns and Steelers scare me in the short week, but I'm gonna go Steelers.
I love, like, you're right with Arthur Smith, the way he calls games. He lets the game come to him. He doesn't just try to press and put a square peg in a round hole type situation. I like the Steelers in this game. I don't know how. I think it's gonna be closer than we all think.
Oh, are you gonna go Browns +3.5, like field goal last minute?
I'm thinking it's gonna be tight. I really think this game is gonna be an over game. 36.5 points. Obviously, the Steelers have a great defense, and I got into a little bit of a wormhole with this game. I went and I started looking at different podcasts and stuff like that. Found this like local Cleveland 4 middle-aged white guys just screaming and yelling about Jim Schwartz and how the DC is terrible. They're like 15 in the league. They're not like a terrible
really
defense.
Yeah,
but
they're just not. They're not like. I think they were like top 3 last year.
They're screaming. They're just mad. These guys live in Ohio. I don't even remember what the podcast name was, but they were literally screaming and fussing about Jim Schwartz. Oh, he's got to get the fuck out of there. Kevin Stefanski, he's got to go. When Kevin Dorsey takes over, right after Deshaun Watson gets hurt, there's a little thing going on. Okay, is the offense better because Jameis Winston is, or Kevin Dorsey because he came from the Buffalo Bills? With Jameis, he's got 2 games over 300 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. In the game against the Saints, they only scored 14 points. Both of those touchdowns were touchdowns thrown by Jameis Winston. Yep. Jerry Jeudy's coming along. He has 146 yards. The problem with the Browns isn't moving the ball. The problem is them getting into the end zone. And I think with that bye week, them able to trudge along a little bit. Jameis having a better understanding of the entire playbook. He's taking the reins in a big way. I think the Browns are going to find themselves scoring a little bit more. And what the Browns do a bad job on defense is handling like movement pocket passes. Yeah. When you go, it's like a Lucy type of thing where the whole line goes to the left. Russell Wilson dips out, and then he finds a guy deep on the left side of the field. Shout out Lucy. So I think this game's an over game. I think it's 30.
Take the Browns.
I think it's 36.5.
I want you to tell me how the game's going to end because you hit one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't pressure me right now.
Just to have fun.
I'm having fun. I'm telling you what my pick is. My pick is 30. I started chanting my own thing. Hey, I'll take the Browns.
Yes.
I'll take the Browns. But I'm also taking the over. So put that in there, Jared.
I'll ride the over with you.
Make sure you take that over.
Jared, I want the over as well.
But you said you were feeling the under.
I was, but I'm saying the Thursday night football games, we've been getting fireworks. We've been getting fireworks.
2 years ago, I think they were talking about getting rid of the Thursday night game because it was such a terrible. It was just awful. No points were being scored.
This was the first year when it was on Amazon too, and everybody just hated it.
Hated it.
Yeah. But every game was like under 20 points.
I know.
I think we all should apologize to Russell Wilson. I know I need to.
I was like, Russ, this is the right move.
No, he said it was the right move. I just said I talk shit. But
I want to formally apologize to Russell Wilson. I thought you were done at the Broncos. I thought you were ass. I thought you were terrible. I take that back.
He's kind of reinvented himself.
You're kind of reinventing yourself. The mobility has kind of gone away a little bit. He's found himself in the pocket presence. He's handling business.
He's playing his game.
He's playing his
think it's the offensive coordinator, so shout out Arthur Smith.
Yeah, but Arthur Smith ain't throwing the ball.
But he's putting them in the right situation.
There's
It's a
no doubt about
combination.
that.
It's
Hey,
a combination,
sometimes-
bro.
That's why football is the
Come
greatest
on,
team
man.
sport of all time.
Indeed, but sometimes it's that system.
You
When
just
fall
not
in
willing to
that
give
system-
Russ his credit.
No,
And you
It's like,
apologize,
I
and
said
now you're
he's
going
doing
back.
his thing.
I'm going
I
to
said
give Arthur Smith.
He's doing his thing, but
Arthur
you
Smith.
can't forget Arthur Smith.
Everyone
Like,
knows
Nobody
Arthur Smith
does.
is the
But we
man.
give him his flowers all the time. Nobody's
Yeah.
forgetting Arthur Smith.
No one
just
talks about
saying.
Arthur Smith more on any other show than our show.
Yeah.
Of course, but I'm saying again, it comes down to
But Russ is playing his game.
Playing call-
Russ is
yeah.
kind of reinventing himself.
yeah,
Russ is playing good ball.
He's
Tell him.
playing smart ball right now.
He's playing good ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
He's a good quarterback.
He
right
is
now.
limited,
ball.
but he's playing
He's
well.
a good quarterback right now.
Yeah, he is.
All right. That's all we need.
Game of the week.
Games of the week
Game of
presented by Sport Clips.
There you go, Jared.
This football season, don't walk around with helmet hair like a total rookie. You've been in the game long enough to know that how you wear your hair matters, and just because your team's mascot is a Wolverine doesn't mean you have to look like one up top. Keep your head in the game and go to Sport Clips. They're pro stylists that have mastered the X's and O's of men's hair so you can get a tight fade while kicking back and watching some fade routes on TV. They'll have a perfectly crafted game plan to make you look your best. No halftime adjustments needed. Remember, the difference between an okay cut and a great cut is called Sport Clips. It is a game changer.
Game changer. I need to go to Sport Clips. I
Fellas,
need myself a cut right
what's
now.
your favorite game of the week? What's your favorite game of the week to bet on?
I'll go. Lions. The amount of points that these
I
boys
know.
have brought up. I have been just going and looking up Dan Campbell videos of him getting emotional about his team, sitting in interviews, and the person interviewing is like, "You seems like you really care about this team truly." He's tearing up, saying, "I can't let them down. I think about it every single day because I know these guys are going to let them down." Their offense is top 5 in every category. Jared Goff, other than the one game where he throws 5 picks, these
win.
boys are going to sweep the entire AFC South, which breaks my heart. They're playing the Colts at the Colts. They're favored by 7.5 points. This team seems like a team, I hate saying this word because I feel like people say it all the time, is a team of destiny right now. Look at the offensive line. Taylor Decker, Graham Glasgow, Frank Ragnow, Kevin Zeitler, and Penei Sewell. That is a star-studded offensive line.
And I love that you shot at the O-line too because everyone knows of all of the weapons that they have on offense.
Yeah. no, yeah.
You do. Their defense is great. Their weapons are awesome. These 5 guys are the reason why they have so much
yeah,
success.
definitely.
The Colts have struggled in the run game. They've also struggled in the pass game a little bit. Anthony Richardson gets benched. Joe Flacco has a bad game against the Buffalo Bills. They put Anthony Richardson back in. He actually has a really good
He had
game.
a good game.
A really
Yeah.
good game against the Jets.
Colts
But
kind of had a little juice.
it's the Jets.
I mean,
And I think you run into a buzzsaw like the Detroit Lions, a city that we talked about on the bus, where they are, the whole city. There's a woman showing us around with tears in her eyes because her dad passed away a year ago. And she's just like, I wish you could see this. I wish you could see what the Detroit Lions are doing because they're not only lifting up that franchise, they're lifting up the entire city.
oh yeah.
And it's not stopping this week. They were -8, now they're -7.5. They're run away with this. They're going to run away with this game. They're going to sweep the AFC South. This is the best start they've had since 1934. I mean, that's ridiculous. The boys are just buzzing, and they're putting up 40 points a game. They're going crazy right now. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Dan Campbell has the culture. He's got everything. I got the Lions.
Is
He
it
doesn't
Indy?
have a masculine dog.
Is it Indy?
What kind of
right?
dogs he
You
got?
see his little handheld pup he's got, a little sissy dog.
Ain't nothing
bro.
wrong with that.
Little sissy dog.
Ain't
Yo,
nothing
bro.
wrong with that.
That's,
There's
his,
nothing-
that's his wife's
Nothing
dog.
puts a smile on
yo.
my face than seeing
He's,
a big
he's in
dude.
there holding it.
It's his wife's
Stroking
dog. What do you want him to
Stroking
do? You know what I'm saying? She probably went out of town. He
Let
had to
him hold
watch
the
it.
dog.
Yeah,
Let him hold the dog.
Like, come on, man.
Well,
I'm with you, but you got-
He's
I
a,
love Dan Campbell. I'm just saying he's got a little pussified dog.
I mean, them-
yeah, a little pussified. That's all right. Sometimes with all that testosterone he's got, you need a little
You
something
need
to cool
that
him down a
dog.
little bit.
Balance him
Yeah.
out.
You need a little something to balance him out. It's like having girls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Couple of Hellcats, you and I. Now look at us now.
Yeah.
Little softer. Neutered.
We're neutered.
wait, so
Yes.
you don't think the Jets had a good defense though?
They're a good
Jets do
defense,
have
but
a
they
good
I know.
they have
so,
a good defense. They're just the culture is lost.
I mean, yeah. You,
I'm not
PFT said it. If Aaron Rodgers wanted a chip on his shoulder, he should have took the backs. Like that's how much in trouble.
no, but yeah.
You know,
I'm probably gonna stay. I'm gonna stay away from this game. I kind of like the Colts with the points. Lions are gonna win.
Yeah,
I like the Colts with the
Lions are going to win. I think the Lions are just winning in Houston. The way they won in Houston was a great reset for them. And they go and they did what they did against the Jags. Obviously, that line was 13.5
Yeah,
points.
that was crazy.
And they just
blew the
I know,
dogs
but
up.
with how the Texans are playing, like Colts have an outside shot. Like this is
Yes,
such a
you-
must-win game. Obviously, they understand the stage of playing a team like the Lions. They know it's going to be tough, but at the end of the day, like, you know that facility's humming right now because they do have a shot.
They have a shot. They absolutely have a shot as far as like going the distance, no, but making it into the playoffs.
I'm just saying, think about it,
I understand
bro.
what you're saying. The thing
Hey, and
Whoa.
we bring it up a lot, but the 2-4 Titans, 2019. You're sitting there. You're about
It's
to
week
play
11.
the Kansas City Chiefs right before.
It's week 11.
But all I'm saying is, like, they have a
Sorry,
shot.
week
Like
12.
you guys had a shot. You guys beat the best team in the league,
Right.
and then you guys go on a run. And even though when you get counted out, you understand what the mentality is that you are a couple points
here's the
away.
difference.
Because this is the NFL. It's not like college football.
Right, I'm with you. But here's the difference. The difference is the Tennessee Titans had a good defense and a sustainable run game. And once we made a switch at quarterback, it was better. The Colts have already gone through the make a switch at quarterback. They've already gone through the injuries, Anthony Richardson. The thing about Anthony Richardson doing so well against the Jets makes me feel more confident in the fact that the Lions are going to handle business this week and win by more than 7.5 points. You watch his stat line, the way it fluctuates, and all of it starts. It's a great game, it's a bad game, it's a great game, it's a bad game.
Yeah.
The roller coaster, he just hasn't had
They're
the
saying
development
Anthony
yet.
Richardson, he's becoming a first in, last out guy now.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And you know what? For Anthony Richardson's career, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. What you got, D?
I mean, I'm gonna have to rock with the Lions. You already know that for sure.
Well, why
I
do we
think
know
it's
that?
an easy one to, like, Lions are disintegrating everybody.
Yeah,
They're
Disintegrating
bullying
like,
everybody.
why would I not go with
Look
those
like
boys
poop
right now
on the
until they
game.
show me that they can't win a game? Right now, all they do is win games
Yeah.
in a crazy fashion too. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
fuck.
and the thing that bothers me about, it bothers me about the Colts is that they have always been a franchise that is well coached, understand the rules, and play like consistent football. Even when they're not good forever. They've been that way forever, dude. Like for the last decade. Peyton Manning, they had great culture. Andrew
you
Luck,
talking about
they
the
had great
Colts?
culture. Yeah.
So I thought you said Detroit.
Oh, no. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the Colts.
Oh,
They,
yeah,
they have just
definitely.
always been a well-run franchise.
Definitely.
So much so that their fans are the most trained fans in all of the NFL.
True.
When their offense is on the field, you can literally, it's like before we start this show, it's quiet.
Quiet here.
It's calm. You can
Nothing.
hear a mouse in the corner eating a piece of cheese. That's
No,
how
they know
nice
how
it
to
is.
do it for sure. And is it in Indy, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's in Indy. And all this up and down, they're still 6-5.
Yeah, that's true.
They're still
Shout out
6-5.
Quentin Nelson, dude.
But I'm still gonna go with Detroit.
But
I
what,
just think they're
what
gonna
game?
get
What
away.
game do you love?
What game do I love? I actually love the Cardinals versus the Seahawks at the Seahawks. Reason why I love this game because I love an underdog. Kyle Murray. Everyone talked about he doesn't study. He's on his PlayStation. He don't interact with his team. And now you're seeing this guy come out. He's blossoming like a fucking rose or a sunflower, whatever you want to call it.
Blossoming nonetheless.
And you know they lead the NFC.
Blossoming like a dandelion.
Yeah, they lead the NFC West right now, which is no one thought that was gonna happen. No one thought that
They are all right there.
They all in the pack.
Everybody's right
but
there.
he's leading. They are leading
Right now, hey, you know what it is.
Seahawks win this game. They're now in the league of the NFC.
Yeah,
Right.
they
You know,
but-
the video going across all the NFC West right now in those facilities is that horse video that Vrabel would always show.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Middle of the
close
pack.
in the pack.
Just
Middle of the
keep
pack.
the
Yeah,
blinders
keep the
on.
blinders.
Don't look at the outside noise. Trust your jockey. Let's go one game at a time.
And he's
Rams-
a jockey size. He's jockey size. So he's perfect for this race, okay? At the end of the day, you got Jace Conner, you got Marvin Harris Jr., and those guys has been playing great. But it's going to depend on the defense that ain't been so good, ain't got too many big names on their defense. But I think if they can get to Seattle, erupt whatever they got going on, they passing, stop the run, the Cardinals offense is going to put points on the board, and the Seahawks are going to have to stop them. So with that being said, I'm taking Cardinals +1.
This is a must. It's a must win. So you think the Cardinals
both
are going to
of them.
lose by 1?
No, he's
No.
saying he likes the Cardinals
I'm
to
taking
win.
the Cardinals to win.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just,
I
it's
actually had
+1.
that.
It's +1.
That was my guess for your ballsy pick.
Yeah, when I was
Cardinals
scrolling through too, I was like, oh, there's a
Yeah, it's like
one-point
minus
spread. There's
135.
Delaney.
Yeah.
My ballsy pick
Dude.
is gangster.
Besides the Cardinals who are sitting 6-4, Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers are all 5-5.
I know.
It is just
I like
Right
the
there.
Seahawks. I like the
exciting.
Seahawks getting right this week.
I like the Seahawks too. I'm taking the Seahawks just because,
Weirdly
dude.
streaky. Like they'll have bad,
Thank
they
you.
have bad games,
Separate.
bro. But
Yeah.
But in Seattle as well, dude. It's such a hard place to play. It's so loud.
I know. I hear that all the time, but if you're a pro, shit don't mean anything.
You hear it all the time. You played in that division.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
I hear it all the time. And we done
he
put
ain't
hands.
wrong. He ain't wrong.
Yeah,
Washington did go up 2017.
Give me Seattle in that one.
Double-digit point underdogs. We got out of there with the win.
Yeah.
Willie, who you got for your game of the week?
Game of the week. My game of the week is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs at the Carolina Panthers. I'm notorious for being a hater on the Kansas City Chiefs, but I like them this week. I like them against Carolina. And I got a little whiteboard talk. Do you mind if I do some
Go
whiteboard
ahead,
talk?
kid. Get up there.
I know you're the king of the
what you
whiteboard talk.
They definitely gonna put hands on them boys after taking an L.
11 points, though.
That's a lot.
They're 0 for
but
against the spread. They're 0 for against the spread when it's double digits.
Carolina, though.
Come on, Will.
All right. The first thing that I love that the Kansas City Chiefs did this past week against Buffalo, they got Xavier Worthy in the mix. The last 2 games, I think he'd only have 1 reception. Yeah. But this week against the Bills, even though they lost, the Bills are a superior football team, but they got Xavier Worthy in the mix. You start out right out of the game. Where's my red pen? There it is.
Interception.
Nice. You start off first play of the game, you got to reverse the start. I'm not going to draw up the entire formation because what I want to get to is the creativity that they have on offense. But just Xavier Worthy, they get creative. He starts out here. He's doing a reverse. He's got perimeter screens so where he comes up, sets it up, and comes back with the tackle coming out to block for him. You have these X plays to where they're throwing it deep to him. He can do everything. They even have this flash play to where you have, say, 3 receivers over here. We'll get this going. And he is the 3 receiver, and he's going behind the line of scrimmage to catch one in the flat. That's the play he scored on. But they do a lot of creative things to get Xavier Worthy involved, and you like to see that after he had a couple of down weeks because when the Chiefs are playing well, you see Xavier Worthy touching the rock a lot. Now, what I want to get to is how creative this offense gets. You get in the second quarter, Josh Allen, he throws an abysmal interception where he kind of just floats it. The Chiefs pick it off. They're around midfield. They start off with a run. Another thing that they have a running back, a big running back who can run in between the tackles. They have perimeter players on the outside. You obviously know Travis Kelce, Noah Gray. They're playing very well on defense, like number 3 in total yards. But you look at this drive after Josh Allen threw a pick, and this is where I lean on the creativity of Andy Reid. They run the ball first with the Kareem Hunt. He gets about 2 yards. So you're looking at 2nd and 8. Usually that's more of like a passing down. You might sit more in zone as a defense. And if you look at what they did, they got in 12 personnel. Taylor, what is 12 personnel?
1 running back, 2 tight ends.
1 running back and 2 tight ends. They had, there we go, Hardman right out there.
Slipping there for a second.
I know, I called on you. It's like getting
I was
called
looking
on
at my
you.
sheet.
Yeah, in the meeting, you're like, oh shit,
fuck.
coach just
What is
called
it?
on me. But when you look at 12 personnel and you line up an ace formation, what are most offenses doing? Come over here. I got 4 different slots for you. You're going to run stretch. You're going to run stretch CG. You're going to run a power play to where you get a power from the other side. You might just run simple belly. You might run off of the stretch, play action, a boot rolling over the top, or a conventional pass play out of 12 personnel when you got both tight ends sitting in there is just a stick route, some quick game.
Call that Omaha.
But what the Chiefs did coming out is they did a couple different things. They did this 2 plays in a row. They lined up in this formation. The first one, Hardman, he's your gimmicks guy. He's your jet sweep guy. When 17's in the game, you always got to be alert for him to be jetting across the formation. He runs a jet. And what they do here is they run a rollout screen. So when you're a defender and you're sitting there in 12 personnel, you understand that 17's in there, hey, alert the jet, but also some conventional running plays. They're in 12 personnel. Maybe they're trying to get Kareem Hunt the ball. Maybe they're going to be in some play action. But what this rollout does is it's not a conventional play action pass where you set up, the running back steps down at the line of scrimmage, you kind of come up to the line and then you're biting back and dropping back. Or it's not just a drop back pass, or if you have your eyes right, you can see a center. You can notice what's going on with the tackles on a screen play. They run this rollout screen off of a jet to where they send these guys deep and they sit in here. They obviously block it up and he nestles in here for a middle tight end screen. They gash him and get a first down there. And what they do is they line up in the same formation. They line up in the exact same formation and they switch. 84, sorry, I don't know that white boy's name, 84. And then you got Hardman out here. And all they do here, again, they line up in this personnel again. You might be thinking Kareem Hunt's going to get the ball now after they just hit him with the screen. Or maybe play action. 87's got his hand in the dirt. But they just run a jet sweep now with Hardman and they gash him again. And they get it going, they run down, they end up scoring. That's when they go up 14-13. But that is the creativity of the Kansas City Chiefs. When you look at that offense, you see them having a lot of perimeter plays, X plays. You got Mahomes in the back. But what they do with creating these conventional formations, again, 12 personnel, ace formation, and they get creative with inside those. That is why I love the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs to cover -10.5. They're coming off of a loss to the Bills. Be walking over. I should walk in front. They're coming off a loss to the Bills. They're one of the best ranked defenses. They got Kareem Hunt who can run between the tackles. I love the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs this week. Chiefs Kingdom. I'm riding with you guys with my money.
I'm shocked you didn't know who Watson was. I thought he would have been on your all-white team.
He's got a shot, but again, I haven't gotten to the receivers yet. You know, receivers.
He's more like a tight end / receiver to me.
Like
because
you.
he blocks.
He can
When you
block.
got 84 in there again, and when you're in 12 personnel and 84's in the game, you're thinking more, hey, this could be a run because you don't got D-Hop in there. It's not like you got Hardman and Worthy on the opposite sides. You got 84 white boy in there. Hey, alert the run, alert the run.
Yeah.
They hit you with this
Rabbit,
rollout screen.
Yeah.
Exactly. They hit you
Yeah.
with this rollout screen and then come back and do jet with Hardman. They can do it all. They're just not as good as the Bills. I want to do defensive stuff, but like I was telling you, like I would almost have to like teach a concept. And when you got going on like consecutive back-to-back plays, it's fun to listen to and like kind of watch it unfold. And when I saw that them get in 12 personnel and run those two different plays, which is as a linebacker, you're not thinking this middle tight end screen. You're thinking they're probably trying to get Kareem Hunt the ball. 84's in the game. Hey, alert jet, we're just going to move a gap over, but they're going to run inside the tackles. But when I saw those two back-to-back, I was like, oh, that's a T. Louis whiteboard talk right there.
But
So
you
you get
can
ran with
also
it.
do
Yeah.
a defense to the fronts. Like, so you can talk defense. Like, you do the 12 personnel, do a defense that most of the time you will play to a 12 personnel.
Yeah.
So to give them the.
Yeah, but 12, you're just going to run base. You're going to run your base, your 4-3.
like-
Well, it
it's like-
depends what two tight ends in the game. Because, like, we had Tiger. Then we had just regular 12 personnel. That's the bigger guys. So you'll know about different personnel.
Fast 12 personnel.
Yeah, you get what I'm
Right,
saying?
again, because when 87's in the game, it's like you get that pair look, and 87's one with his hand in the dirt, or Delanie Walker's with his hand in the dirt. You're thinking, hey, this is more of a pass
It's
situation.
more of a
here.
pass situation.
If they're sitting off the ball and they got more of the blocking tight end with their hand in the dirt, you're like, all right, hey,
It
alert
may be a
rabbit here,
run.
boys.
Yeah.
The thing I like about the Chiefs, actually I don't really like this, but they never run away from the run or from the pass. When they're even in 4-minute situations and they're in that 3rd and 2 or whatever, you think most teams are going to keep the clock running. They still choose to do those like tight end little H screens. Sometimes hit the
flicker
jet
pass.
or a small little shovel pass. Yeah,
It's because they got like guys too, like Travis Kelce, who they understand
Dynamic.
You can
the
get there
IQ
first,
at such a high level that's like, hey, I know the route says this, but based on what I'm going to get, I'm going to react off of it. I'm going to be sitting in the honey hole
Great
somewhere.
example of that is the Bills-Chiefs playoffs a couple years ago when the Bills score with like 30 seconds left on the clock and they go down and kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Travis basically saying, hey, I'm going in the middle of the field. I'm going right here because they had the down timeout situation.
What
Down,
sucked
timeout.
about you said it last week in the locker room too. What sucked about the Bills winning is the Chiefs might have to get him.
They're going back to the Super Bowl.
You never know.
Want,
a lot of good teams.
yeah,
in the
you
AFC.
want. I wanted short-term pain for long-term success. And
Let's
we just-
let the Chiefs go undefeated the entire
whole
regular
way.
season.
Yes, and then they get to the AFC Championship against the Bills, and it just doesn't happen.
Always got a
nah,
shot with
it's gonna-
17 though.
Always got a shot with 17. Shout out the boy Josh Allen.
Yeah, he's doing his thing right now.
Ballsy pick, boys. Let me take a.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't know if you had them.
Ballsy pick. So many things make football great, but you know what the best thing is? Kicking the living shit out of your rival. There's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or fan. This week we've got Steelers and the Browns Thursday Night Football, and Fireball Whiskey is here to give you the spark to ignite the rivalry all season long. Grab your football buddy, buy around, and reignite that rivalry flame. Ballsy pick this week. Let me just jump right into mine because it's a scary one. You good?
Yeah. Hey, Sherm.
Yes, sir.
Can you come grab my notebook?
Yes, sir.
Need the fancy red notebook. Go
Got
ahead,
it.
brother.
Yeah.
My
No, you're
fault.
good. You're good. You're good. This is a scary one. NFC North, Vikings -3.5 versus the Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
You're taking the
I'm
Bears?
taking the Bears.
Against
dude.
the Vikes?
I'm taking the Bears.
Where's it at?
What's
At
that?
the Bears?
It's at the Bears. It's at Soldier Field, which makes you feel a little bit better about it, right?
It
A
shouldn't.
little bit.
It shouldn't.
Why? They're 4-2 at home.
Because
The weather is
0-4
all the
away, the
same.
4-2
Caleb
at home.
Williams, he's not showing the growth you want to see out of like of a number one overall pick.
There's no doubt.
Teams like veterans in the locker room are talking about, hey, play Bajan. You saw some of those headlines last week, like, hey, play the backup. Now even though you're at home at Soldier Field, the weather's getting colder. You got a kid out, an LA kid, paints his nails, talks about wanting to cuddle up and watch Netflix after post-game pressers. He's now about to really start experiencing Chicago football.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's got a lot of momentum going into this game. And the Vikings, they had a couple average games right before last week. Last week they played well. I think
Dog.
it's the Vikings, bro.
No, well, yeah. This is the reason why it's a ballsy
It's
pick.
a ballsy, yeah.
For sure.
The Bears.
But I'm just trying to
the
create
Bears
you
are-
like, hey, they're at home. It's going to be a good thing. I'm
Well,
like,
they're 4-2 at home, and that to me is like, okay, we feel good about that. They're 0-4 on the road. Like, there's no doubt Caleb Williams is not developing the quarterback we want to be. We want him to be as the first overall pick, coming from California, just like he said, the paint and the nails, and now you're about to hit Midwestern, hard blue-collar winners. That's going to be
Does that
fucking
scream
tough.
Caleb Williams win?
No, it doesn't scream Caleb Williams. But
It screams ballsy.
you got a 46-yard field goal blocked by Santos. Santos is in the post-game press conference saying, hey, it felt good. I thought I hit it on target, blah, blah, blah. And could have been an illegal little push in the back there on that special teams play with the Packers. I'm just saying, they've got a shot. It's going to take a lot. I got team keys right here. First thing you got to do, you got to take your middle-of-the-road defense, and you got to get Sam Darnold to see ghosts again. You need him to
You
go
gotta create
viral.
turnovers, for sure.
You got to create turnovers. The defense also, this is not like we need Caleb Williams the ball. We need Caleb Williams to take care of the football, establish run game, and get them into third and manageables, and then just take care of like third and 4 to 5.
And the O-line's got a block for him.
And they got a block
Yeah,
for
because
him.
they got some
The
dogs
defense,
coming.
the defense has got to win.
Coming.
The defense has got to win on third down. Good news is they're top 5 defensively in third downs. That's a nice
is a
little
positive.
silver
That's a good
thing
thing,
for them.
yeah.
And they got to hold that Vikings offense to field goals, which they were turning and burning earlier in the season. The last couple weeks, not the strongest. They'd had a good showing against the Titans, but it wasn't as sharp as we've seen Sam Darnold, as we were talking about him 3-4 weeks ago, being in the MVP race, along with a couple other names that we did not expect before the season.
Yeah.
This is a scary pick. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that we're sitting here, you're watching this show, and you're thinking, Taylor, you're a fucking idiot. But boys,
We might have a lot of Chicago fans, though. Maybe they're right.
if we're gonna get ballsy on these picks, Bears money line. It's an 8-8 league.
No, you're right.
It's a league. It's an any given Sunday type of mentality. Caleb Williams, all the things about being from California, I get it. Do I wish his nails were regular nail colors? Yes, for this moment and this moment only. Off season, do your thing. Paint them whatever you want, dude. You can even put little letters on there. If you want a nice little scenic little view on your nails, go for it. But November, Soldier Field,
Yeah.
right off the breeze of Lake Michigan coming off, that draft, that frozen
gonna be-
tundra, it's going to be freezing. Put a layer of sweaters on, get the little hot packs in your little pouch,
Yeah.
put some in your feet as well, get that jet fuel that shoots off the side of the benches and just warms up your legs, burns your leg hairs off during the season,
Definitely.
and go ball out for a day. Prove daddy right. I'm daddy.
I just, I think Minnesota has one of the best defensive lines right now in the league.
And I like Darnold.
I like Donald
Justin
too.
Jefferson.
I like Donald
TJ
too.
Hawkins.
I
I
all
mean,
those guys.
hell yeah, TJ
Jones.
came back and he had them 2-3 catches last week against the
Never
Titans.
know league,
Kevin
boys. It's a
O'Connell,
never know
Wes
league.
Phillips, coach.
And I'm gonna say about that fingernail shit, I just think that's the new age stuff. So I don't even think that matters anymore.
I'm
All
thinking
these
of it
kids-
more. I'm thinking more of a West Coast LA kid coming in. And playing in an
I feel you.
environment like this.
In Chicago, I
'Cause you
understand
do
that.
whatever you want. Not my thing, but go ahead, do it.
Do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want.
Your daughter's gonna be painting your nails pretty soon.
No
so-
question.
Yeah, so
no
I mean,
question.
it happens.
And you're gonna see me floating a picture, being like,
I don't think you're gonna do that,
Caleb
but
Williams.
you may do
Coming.
that.
Willie Williams.
You may do that.
I like the Rams at the Eagles. Eagles are favored by 3. So nerve-wracking pick. It is ballsy. The Eagles, they have like the best defense in the league. They're number 1 in total yards. They're number 2 in pass defense. They're number 7 in rushing. However, if you look at their last 6 opponents, they played the Commanders last week. Commanders had a hell of a first half. Didn't get points going into halftime like they needed to. And Eagles just put it on them in the second half, leaned on them. They're more of a physical football team. Eagles obviously are stacked with talent. But if you look at the Eagles' last 6 outside of the Commanders, because again, as much as you love Jaden Daniels, like Matt Stafford's different. He's a more experienced veteran. He's got better receivers on the outside. They got Kyron Williams. I know that the Commanders have a good run game. But the other teams, the Cowboys, the Jags, the Bengals, the Giants, the Browns, Eagles are putting it to teams that aren't in the top half of the league. I like the Rams at home. They're 7-3 against the spread as home dogs. And again, if you look at another scary thing is them stopping the Philadelphia Eagles run game. The Eagles are the number 1 rushing offense in the league. But if you look at the last 3 games, the Rams are averaging 3.5 yards per attempt. That's top 5 in the NFL defensively. They're getting after the quarterback. They're second in sacks per game. In their last 3, they're averaging 4.3 sacks in the last 3 games. They're getting after the quarterback. I think they make Jalen a little bit uncomfortable. I think McVay's going to call the hell of a game when you got Kupp, you got Robinson, you got Nakua, you got Kyron Williams, you got a savvy vet and a Super Bowl winner in Matt Stafford. I like the Rams at home. That's my ballsy pick of the week.
Painted a great picture. Philadelphia Eagles are cooking right now.
They are.
Saquon Barkley.
They are.
Anytime you can establish the run, it's you just are
and you're
playing
winning
at such an advantage. Yeah. And you play a game we talked about. I think what the Commanders were 7-3, Eagles are like 7-2, and be able to win the fashion that they did.
They put it to them.
They're cooking special right now.
And they're winning physical in October, November.
Yeah.
Which is kind of not what you saw last year. I mean, they obviously
this is where they started
trending
down.
Yeah, they started to turn down right this year.
I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles.
You gonna get in on it at all?
Oh man, no, I'm not gonna stay away.
What's your ballsy pick?
Oh well, mine is. Mine is gonna be Ravens at the Chargers. I like the Chargers. Of course, y'all know I like the Chargers. I'm a Jim Harbaugh fan, but this is going to be the Harbaugh Bowl again, right? You got the Ravens versus Chargers, brothers versus brothers.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football, prime time. Again, I love everything about the Ravens. I know this is going to be tough. Both of them are second in the division, in both their divisions. That makes it tough on this one. That's why it's going to be a ballsy pick. But again, I'm going to have to lean on that defense on the Chargers, being able to stop those Ravens. You're going to have Khalil Mack going to have a great game. You're going to have Darwin James going to have a great game. And then Denzel Perryman, he going to have to step up and tackle a Derrick Henry. We know the size difference is ridiculous, but this man, he comes in, he likes to fill gaps. I think this is going to be a good game for him to show everybody he's a smaller linebacker, but who can stop runs. And I think that's going to be big for this game. And then offense. Can they stop the Chargers? That run offense that you got G-Roll running that offense, coming up with creative plays. You got Justin Herbert looking great out there, dropping dimes, running for first down. Yeah. Indeed. Boy, he's looking good. Doing what he's doing. He's getting Quentin Johnston.
TCU, Horned Frogs.
Going in. That man, they people doubted him, didn't think he was going to be successful this year. He's stepping up. He's making plays when we need him to make plays, scoring touchdowns, big touchdowns. Then you got Lad McConkey.
McConkey.
Yeah, McConkey. He coming in, freshman, a rookie coming in, doing his thing, making plays when we need him to make plays. And then you got J.K. Dobbins and you got Gus Edwards, the doubleheader. I'm excited to see what they do. I think it's going to be a great game, but I think the Chargers come away with that. So with that said, I'm taking them +3 to win this game.
Hey, good for you.
I think it's a good pick.
I think it's a good pick too. It's at home, right? Chargers at home?
Chargers at home. And Chargers are 4-1 at home.
4-1 at home. The thing I love about the Chargers is the fun that they're having.
They having so much fun.
There was a reporter that said, hey, it looks like this team's actually having fun for the first time ever. The defense is elite. Justin Herbert is making plays. Unbelievable. The last game they just played against the Bengals.
Yeah,
like he had to put the ball down the field in a short amount of time. And then with a J.K. Dobbins touchdown.
Nasty.
Was a 34-yard run.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah. And J.K. Dobbins, where did he play last? He played at the Ravens.
We're at the Ravens.
Revenge game.
And Gus Edwards. Both of them did. So they got both the running backs that was there at the Ravens. So I'm just saying, this is a game. That's why it's on Monday night. Of course, it's the brothers going against each other, but this is going to be a great game, and I'm excited about it.
I love seeing the relationship between Harbaugh and Herbert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Herbert makes a play, comes to the sideline. You just see it on Harbaugh's face. Like last week, they had a close-up where he's like, great kill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Calling you the beast.
The only reason
I
don't...
Dude, when he's on the sideline, he's like, hey, do me a favor. Pretend like you're about to throw a pass. Hey.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, just pretend like you're drawing up a pass right here.
Yeah.
Herbert goes, like that? He's just, bro, like they're just having a good time. And Harbaugh is like Campbell, dude. There's all ball all the time. Very different personalities.
Yeah, very
But they're
different.
all ball.
Yeah.
24/7.
The only reason I don't want to pick the Chargers is because I feel like if the Ravens lose this game, they're going to be slipping away from these, not like playoff hopes, like they're going to get into the playoffs, but the dominance that they had in the first half of the season, they've dropped, their last game. It's like, I just don't want to see that happen to the Ravens. They know they have to travel.
You're not taking this game because you want the Ravens to win.
I want the Ravens to win because I still want that that momentum of the Ravens going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel you.
The Ravens, Steelers.
They've
got to
get that first win in the playoffs. They've got to
they have to,
make
no
a
matter
run in the
what.
playoffs.
Yeah.
They just Lamar's so special, tracking down his third MVP, and he just cannot, for whatever reason, in the playoffs get the stuff done. Hopefully, the addition of Derrick Henry.
Now
is-
that I'm thinking
that
about it, I
helps.
think you got to go Chargers here too.
You got to.
Because the Steelers have a way of making Lamar Jackson look like a normal quarterback.
Normal.
Historically, they've always done really well.
And you
against
got
him.
guys like Bosa, Bud Dupree coming
Yeah,
Bosa, Bud Dupree coming
Bud
after him,
Dupree,
like,
you got Bosa, you got
they might have that
Khalil
same
Mack,
ability. That defense is good with the
Yeah.
Chargers.
You got Fox.
But you can't be giving up a lead that you have like that that they had on the Bengals.
Oh yeah, you
be
can't.
giving
You
that
know,
up.
you can't. You definitely can't do that.
And you saw earlier in the year, the Ravens' offensive line were struggling that first Thursday night game against the Chiefs. It was like a revolving door on the right side of that offensive line. They seemed to figure it out a little bit, but no one's coming to save you with names like that. and
No,
talent like
it's
that.
too many of them. You can't double. You double one, that other one coming on the backside.
right.
You double this one, he coming up the
Boys
middle.
coming everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, 11 dudes coming at once, man. That's what makes football so great.
Especially with Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Coop!
Welcome back, Coop.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, first one, Cowboys versus Commanders. Commanders are minus 10.5, over under 45.5.
Under 45.5. Cooper Rush sucks.
Next, Bucks are minus 5.5 versus the Giants, over under 42.
Bucks.
Damn. Bucks minus 5.5.
Patriots versus the Dolphins. Dolphins are minus 7, over under 46.
Patriots.
Dolphins.
Titans versus Texans. Texans are minus 8.5, over under 42.
Pass.
Under.
Broncos.
Texans minus 8.5.
My bad.
Texans minus 8.5.
Next, Broncos minus 5.5 versus the Raiders, over under 41.
Broncos.
Broncos minus 5.5. Bo Nix, baby.
He's showing
Professional.
up. He's showing
Professional.
Raiders.
Last is 49ers versus Packers. Packers minus 2.5, over under 47.5.
Oh, this one's tough.
up. That's a tough one.
Give me the Niners.
Give me over 47.5.
That's it.
Oh, Delaney's got to hit it. Get the
Rapid
Over
fire.
47 and a half.
He just got the. Yeah.
Literally doing a show. He's like,
Thank you, Coop.
I was trying to really get that down.
boys, this is the most important. Then after this ad read, this is the most
is-
important part of the show.
This is where I get nervous.
Yes, the most important part of the show. I love watching sports, but you know what makes it even better? Having some skin in the game. Thanks to our partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Wonder what the DraftKings Sportsbook app offers. Check out DraftKings live betting, same game parlays, and prop bets. You can even follow your favorite Barstool personality bets by joining the Barstool betting group on the app. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up using promo code LOCKER. That's LOCKER. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. J.K. Dobbins.
Bet the Boys Parlay. And we're getting spicy. We're taking McCaffrey off the board. We're taking, not Delanie Walker.
Damn.
Derrick Henry off the board, which is Delanie Walker.
And David Montgomery.
Oh, are we taking David Montgomery?
Why are we
thought we
taking
said
all
Xavier
three
was
of those dudes off?
Just
Well, I mean, we've said
something's gonna change.
Yeah, we've said
something's
Montgomery a
gonna
lot.
change.
We've said Montgomery a lot.
Yeah.
That's fair. He hasn't scored in
Every
over a
time
month.
we say him, he don't score.
He hasn't scored in over a month. Justin Jefferson.
Receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking a receiver too.
That hurts my.
Listen to his.
That hurts my ballsy pick.
It does hurt. When you were saying it, I was like, I got JJ scoring.
And that's when he started talking about the Chargers. I'm like, yes, dude, I got J.K. Dobbins.
No, J.K. Dobbins is a for sure.
Revenge game.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen to his.
Nick Westbrook Akina. How you say it?
Okay, you said it right.
Yeah, Kine.
Westy. It's Westy.
Westy. Hey,
Westbrook.
that is a for sure hands. That is a guy, if I was a GM, that's a guy I'll have on my team. That's a guy you want players to look up to and see the work ethic. Go out there, bust his ass, never complains, play special teams, get on offense when he get out there, and guess what? He makes plays.
And he's a new father. Had his first kid.
Yeah, he
during
did.
training.
Congratulations.
a couple of
98-yard
months
receiving
ago.
touchdown last week.
Yeah, I think he's right now in the NFL. He has the most 98-yard touchdown in the NFL right now.
Hang on.
This season?
Hang on.
You talking about this season?
This
Time
season.
out. Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah, I'm trying
the
to.
most 98-yard touchdowns in the NFL.
No, I'm saying
that stat is
he
facts.
has the only 98-yard touchdown in the NFL. The longest touchdown so far in the NFL goes to Nick.
This
This
season.
season or
This
he broke
season.
the record?
This season.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's
Delaney.
good, bro.
Delaney.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. But
Yeah.
you're
is not-
saying it like this is why you have to bet anything.
No, I'm just saying he scores every week. That's guaranteed.
How many has he got?
What, 5 right now?
So he doesn't score every week.
Because he wasn't playing when DeAndre Hopkins was here. We talked about it. I said that guy should be on the field. But since DeAndre Hopkins was here, he would not suit up. Now that DeAndre is not here, he's been scoring every game since he's been gone. Facts.
5 for 9.
Facts.
Let's write it. What a parlay.
Yeah, I mean,
J.K.
fuck it.
Dobbins, Westy, Justin Jefferson.
What are the odds on that?
Big.
Trying to find it.
Who knows if a receiver's up yet? If the receivers are up in the DraftKings Sportsbook yet?
I got nervous about Justin Jefferson.
I know, but all we got
In the app, I couldn't do
is
him yet either. I
Calvin
couldn't pick him yet
and
either.
Nick right now.
We've got nothing to lose, bro. We've got
But
nothing
this
to
parlay
lose.
will be promoted throughout the weekend. Like it's going to come alive. Like this is.
Yeah.
So far, without Justin Jefferson, it's plus 630.
Jeez.
Hey, you talk about a parlay.
That's
bro.
a parlay, yeah.
We might be getting
Yeah.
what? You think that'll hit plus 1,000, or you think like plus 900?
Probably like plus 800.
Oh, plus 800. You won't bring it down anymore? I don't know, bro. You're just gonna add Justin Jefferson. He hasn't scored in over a month. You think he's sitting at like minus odds to score a touchdown?
Probably like plus 130, plus 120. Yeah.
That'll drive up. I mean,
Yeah,
we might be hitting 1,000.
Could be hitting 1,000.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
I love it. I'm all about it.
I'm scared of it, but like I said, there's nothing to
fucking
lose. There's
ride.
nothing to
Let's
fucking
ride.
lose.
Let's ride.
Let's
Let's
take a
go.
quick break. When we come back, we're going to hit college football segment. Let's have a fucking day, boys. Let's have a day.
Welcome back. College football portion. We'll be talking about the trophy game of the week, our tier talk where we pick 3 different teams, our ballsy pick, our fan call in. Fellas, the college football playoff is unfolding. You hear the arguing right now. Pro SEC people pissed off that they're only going to get 4 teams in. What would you bet?
Now, you saying pro SEC people. I'm thinking to myself of our conversation we had on the bus this week. You're now pro SEC guy.
I'm not a pro SEC guy. What I was going to say is I do empathize. I do hear what they're saying.
Okay, if that's what you're saying now, it's not what you said on the bus.
I'm trying to set up a
Literally,
conversation.
I'm
trying to set up a conversation.
I know, but
we
I'm
got
just,
viewers on that might not be watching Bussin' with the Boys.
well, listen, if you haven't, go watch it. Because then go watch from 2 years ago when we were all like, hey, the Big Ten might be the best conference. We got to argue for the Big Ten. Then the Big Ten wins the national championship. And now this year, Will's like, hey, let's talk about, you literally go, let's talk about reality. The SEC is the best conference.
The worst team in the SEC is what, 5-5?
Who did Bama play last week? Mercer.
Well, yeah, they're going to have their little.
I'm just saying.
Green last year and barely beat them.
I'm just saying.
Oh, shit!
You talking about the national championship, Michigan Wolverines? You guys talk about asterisk. That's what losers want to act like losers, man.
I mean, it is an asterisk, but that's
That's
beside the point.
crazy.
You guys are national champions.
We're national champions.
Yeah, national
But
champions.
I'm saying if you're gonna all of a sudden jump on the SEC show,
I'm not jumping on it, bro. I'm just trying to like.
Literally, Garrett walked up to me after the bus. He goes, "Will's an SEC guy now." He did. Did you? Yeah.
Because he is, yeah.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
the
say,
SEC is good, but because of the playoff picture, how we could have 4 Big Ten teams and possibly 5 or even 4 SEC teams in, we get to find out.
That's not what I'm trying to keep out of the game. I'm trying to make it as even as possible between the Big Ten and the SEC.
Not to mention you're
I don't want-
anti-military.
I don't want these other teams thinking. I don't want a
He
situation where you got,
hates our
where you got
troops. We'll
3
come to hate our
teams in there.
troops.
I don't hate the troops.
You want them to lose to the Notre Dame?
Yeah, because I'm picking
The Notre Dame.
I'm picking the Notre Dame game. I wanted to go to Notre Dame when I was growing up. I want the religion to take down the military this weekend because I don't want a team like Army. I love the romanticize. I enjoy the fantasy that everybody has of a military team like Army getting in the college football playoff. Everybody just going arm in arm, but they would get disintegrated in the first. They're going to get disintegrated this weekend. We haven't even got to talking the games, but I'm going to let y'all know that they're about to get their ass beat this weekend by Notre Dame.
I think there's something beautiful about Army making the first ever 12-team playoff.
Yeah,
Regardless of what happens.
That'd be crazy.
what I just
Regardless
say,
of what happens to them.
It'll be
Romanticizing
I know,
and the
yes.
fantasy of like, man, it would
But have a little
and
fun
it would be
with that.
cool.
That's the beautiful part about football culture. We know like those three teams, like 10, 11, 12, are kind of probably going to get smacked around. Boise State, when they go up against a strong Big Ten team or the powerhouse that is the SEC that Will Compton wants to get us back behind, like they're probably going to fucking get destroyed. But it's fun seeing Boise State and their blue field trudge into the college football playoffs. That's fun.
Man,
It's
That's
fun
exciting.
seeing a team that doesn't belong there going and just
Doesn't
get their
belong.
ass
You
beat.
can't say that
They're
anymore,
waiting.
though.
You know what I want in the playoff? ASU.
It will change all
Listen,
of that.
we're
It will
arguing
change all
that
of
the
that.
clouds right now because it's not going to happen.
It's
We're
gonna
arguing at the
change.
clouds right now. It's like,
All of that is
Boise
gonna
State will
change.
get in, but they'll get beat.
What about Arizona State? Do you not want to see them in?
They won't get in. I got Colorado winning the Big 12.
Okay. You'd rather see
No.
You think Colorado is good enough to be in the playoff and be like, oh yeah. No, because you're romanticizing in your head about the storyline of Deion Sanders, and you're also romanticizing about the idea of how your thumbs are going to go off on Twitter saying, oh, Colorado's the college football playoff, but remember that Nebraska ass beating. Like, you see it. But to romanticize about
Keep
Colorado,
Nebraska out of your mouth, bro.
to romanticize about Colorado is the same as romanticizing about Army. I just happen to have my hand over my heart and looking at 50 stars and 13 bars and think to myself, God damn, this country's great.
Listen.
I can't wait to see those boys play the college football playoff.
God-
You just want Nebraska to have something.
You can have your hand on your heart. I'm going God, country, bussin' with the boys. Amen. So you can sit there, your hand on the heart, but I got the
Bro,
prayer
you're
hands on.
going God, busting with the boys. Something else, another thing.
What are you talking about?
Military.
Did you not? You were part of the same victory speech shout out as I was. Talking about I'm not pro America. Come on now. We talking out both sides of our mouth. I'm just saying, I want Notre Dame. Everybody shit on Notre Dame. They dropped one again. We'll get into it.
NIU.
They did. They shit down their legs. Second game of the season. After beating Texas A&M, who is, 1 or 2 in the SEC?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm just saying that fun. Like we know who the top 4 or 5 teams are, and we're excited to watch them duke it out. But let's get fired up about that back half of the college football playoff. And it would be fun to have Boise State in there. It'd be fun to have Army in there.
I didn't say it would not be fun
It'd be
to have Boise
fucking
State.
insane
What
to
I'm-
see an Arizona school in the college football playoffs. Fucking
No.
Kenny Dillingham.
Yeah.
Tyson beating Jake Paul, or like, what if it does happen?
Right.
Yeah. No,
You bet. Fantasizing about things. You bet on a 58-year-old man beating a 28-year-old in a fight.
All right,
that was
now we're
probably
bringing up shit that has
fraudulent.
nothing to do with putting the ball in the grass.
Is Arizona
Will
State not
Compton
like
only wants
Washington
Colorado
State?
in the Big 12.
No.
So Will Compton can have the Nebraska Cornhuskers win something.
No, I think Colorado's playing good football. They've picked themselves up after getting their ass absolutely tapped by Nebraska. You're right. I would love to do that and see that, but I just think Colorado's playing good. I think Arizona State's playing good too.
Dude, let me tell you something.
You don't think I want Dilly to go? You don't think I want Dilly to go?
I don't think you
to
do
the
because you
college
just
football
said they're not going to make it because that
Because
Colorado
my
winner-
rational brain is just saying Colorado, it looks like
They just beat Kansas State, who's ranked. They just beat Kansas State, and they got BYU, who just dropped one last week.
I love it.
And they're going to win that. And then they're going to walk down to Tucson, Arizona, and beat the shit out of the Wildcats. Sorry, Mark. It's going to happen. And then they're going to play Colorado. And Kenny
that's gonna be a
Dillingham,
great game. And
the
that's gonna be a
genius.
great game.
Auburn, Oregon, OC.
That's a can't
The
lose.
kid, he scores fucking points.
That's a can't lose Big 12 championship. Because either Colorado
I
wins
like
or
how you're
Arizona
spinning.
State
I
wins.
like that.
It's not
I
a
like that.
spin. The only thing I'm wanting to not happen is
Army.
Army takes out Notre Dame and you got an Army and a Boise State in the college football playoff. I'm down with Boise being in it. Or if Boise dropped one and Army wins out, that'd be awesome. Only one of them should go in there.
Of all the teams to be like, yo, that's fucking crazy. This team's going to possibly make the college football playoff is the game in our trophy game of the week, which we'll talk about right after we talk about this ad. Watching your team win is nice, but making that win-win. My partners at DraftKings are all about that winning feeling. Right now, new customers who bet $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using promo code LOCKER. That's LOCKER. The crown is yours. Follow your favorite Barstool personality picks in the Barstool betting group on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code LOCKER. Bet $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code LOCKER, LOCKER, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Game of the week.
Trophy game.
Trophy game of the week. I'm having a really hard time with our segments this week. Trophy game of the week, Indiana
Yes.
in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, yes, it
Ohio
is.
State is favored by 13.5 points. Total in that game is 51.5. I think the safe bet here is the over.
Give me Indiana plus 13.5. And that's an emotional pick.
That's an emotional pick.
It's like we got to this point. Indiana's 10-0, and all these conversations around
have they played?
What we just argued about. Hang on, Delanie.
Michigan.
Hey, shut up. for a
Smack
second.
them 20-15.
20-15.
I know.
You're right.
Can I go?
Oh, go ahead. I thought you was gonna say Nebraska.
No. We know where Nebraska is. They're about to.
Yeah, they smacked them.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola just guaranteed to win this weekend.
56-7.
I'm with Indiana because, again, everybody's talking like Indiana's part of this squad that if they lose, they could still blah, blah, blah. They're talking, well, if they lose this bad, if they lose that bad, fuck it, dude. We're going Indiana. We're going plus 13.5. It's going to be a close game. Whether they lose close, they're going to get into the college football playoff. And to me, they're a team that's shown that they can be in the college football playoff. They're
going-
averaging like, what, 40 a game?
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, but Ohio State 6-0 at home, not gonna happen.
Okay. Nebraska literally took them down to the last drive. At
The
home,
last
at
drive.
Columbus. And Indiana beat their ass.
Yes, they did whoop on Nebraska.
Hey, that's
I
big
will
of
give
you.
you that.
That's
That's
big of you
brave.
to say
That's
that
big
is.
of you because they smoked the shit out of Nebraska.
Okay, that sounds nice when you say it.
Yeah,
Huh?
It hurts a little more when you say
No,
it.
Because
no.
he keeps saying it. He just keeps
Yeah.
saying it.
I want them to know that they got beat. But Ohio State, come on. Look who Ohio State played. Look who they lost to. Oregon, one of the best teams right now in college football.
They're the number one team. in the
I'm
country.
just saying. Indeed. We know that. I'm just speculating, okay?
Oh, okay. You don't have to speculate.
I-
It's a fact.
They
They're
don't
the
mean
number
they're
one
gonna
team in
win.
college football.
They don't mean they're gonna win a national just because the polls got them number one.
Yeah, but
on
as
this
of right
shit.
now,
As of right now,
As of right now.
You don't have to
as of right now,
speculate.
no.
as of right now, they are the best team in
Right
college
now.
football.
Right now,
As of right now.
as of right now, I'm just speculating on that.
You
right
don't
now,
have to speculate.
yeah. Let me do my thing. You dig?
All right, go ahead.
So yeah, Ohio State gonna take this one, man. I just I see that minus 13 is nothing for them against Indiana.
All right.
All right, cool. This game is a transfer portal game. Curtis, how you say it? Rourke leads college football in quarterback rating. I still don't know how the quarterback rating is processed, but that's a pretty good deal to me. All right, kid averages 10 plus yards a throw an attempt. They push the ball down the field. He does an incredible job. This kid transfers from Ohio into Indiana. Kurt Cignetti has brought all these guys that have a chip on their shoulder that aren't the 5-star guys. He's talking about 3, 2, 3, 4-star guys and develops them, makes them better.
Takes
puts
guys
them-
who produce versus chasing the stars.
versus chasing the stars. Now Ohio State's got a lot of transfers as well. They've paid the most in NIL deals. They have the best team in college football on paper.
On paper, yeah.
But you see what happened in Oregon. You see, I watch Indiana. I watch them against Michigan, obviously. I watch them against Nebraska. They have an unbelievable ability to push the ball down the field and mix in the run and have X plays in the run as well. I think this game is an over game. And I'm going to get emotional here. I got Indiana money line.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, shit.
Columbus, Ohio is not the terrifying place it used to be. Look at Nebraska Cornhuskers taking them down. There are a couple mistakes away.
I love how he says taking him down.
They
Take
didn't
them down. Take them down to the last drive.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah,
I should
yeah.
have finished the sentence.
Should have took him down.
Should have taken them down. Nebraska's 5-5. No disrespect.
I mean,
Michigan's also 5-5.
You can say that about
Indiana is
Ohio State
10
taking
and 0.
Oregon
Indiana's
to the,
10 and
to
0.
the bottom line
And
in Oregon.
they fight hard. They got Mikhail Kamara. That's such a difficult thing. He's leading the Big Ten in leading the college football in quarterback pressures. Aiden Fisher, he's tied in the Big Ten for the most tackles. This is just an offensive team. On the defensive side of the ball, they edge wall swarm. They get after the quarterback. They play good team defense. I see a world, and I would not believe if Nebraska didn't show that it was possible, for Indiana to walk in with this double-digit underdogs, walk in and take one away from Columbus. And then they lose again against Michigan next week.
This is a game
And
they
they've had
gotta
an extra
have.
week to prepare. And a bye week.
They had a bye week. Yeah, this is a game though. Ohio State has to win, and they know that. So
Yeah, they're about to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah, no shit. they
yeah,
don't.
I think Ryan Day gonna get those boys ready.
You think so?
Yeah,
Indiana plus 13.5. You're going Indiana money line.
I'm going Indiana money
I'm
line.
going
Put me
plus.
down Indiana.
But
money
you're
line.
also doing the over.
you
I'm
also.
also doing the over.
I'm taking Ohio State minus 13.
The only way Indiana wins this game is if it's an over game. They have to put points on the board.
They have to.
Have to put points on the board.
I'm excited. It's gonna be an awesome game.
I can't
gonna
wait
be
for
a
it.
good
I
game.
can't wait for it.
I
dude.
wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State covers and blows them out. I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State wins by a little. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins by a little. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana blows them out.
Yeah, that's
like
at
the
the end of the just go all quarters. Fuck it.
I wouldn't be surprised if anything happens in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they cancel the game.
Yeah.
They say, we're not going to do this one. I'd be like, not surprising.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Football, all right, boys? Saturdays.
Shit happens, you know.
Tier talk. Who wants to start it off?
I'll go first, man.
Oh,
Fuck
here
it.
we go.
Oh yeah. All right, Delanie.
So my tier talk this week, we got tier 1. It's gonna be Penn State at Minnesota. Penn State is 4-0 away. Minnesota's 4-2 at home. Got to go with Penn State. James Franklin is the head coach, correct? Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, James Franklin with that spread offense. I don't think Minnesota is going to be able to control those dudes, especially with that 4-2-5 defense with Abdul Carter Jr. That boy is having a hell of a fucking year right now. Rushing, getting to that quarterback, making him hurry, getting sacks. So I know that defense is going to be stoked with having that boy out there being able to do what he do best. Then you got Nicholas Singleton running the shit out of the ball right now, doing a great job running the ball. You got Harrison Wallace catching the rock, making big plays down the field. Penn State, this is a game that they're going to have to get, especially going against Minnesota. That's a minus 11.5. That's the only thing that scared me, that minus 11.5 is pretty high, but I think Penn State walks away with that one. That's my tier 1.
Gophers, cool mascot.
They do got a good mascot.
I like their mascot.
My tier 2 is going to be Pittsburgh at Louisville. Okay, this my first one was they had Ole Miss. They was ranked 11, and this morning they was ranked 9. So I had to switch that on the fly. Yeah. So I'm going Pittsburgh versus Louisville. And I'm taking Louisville. minus 8. You got Donald Chaney running the shit out of the ball again. And then,
No, I was like, oh shit, yeah.
I mean, he's been going crazy. Then you got Ja'Cory Brooks right now, receiver, 945 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns. That man right now in Louisville is going insane. I love seeing that. I love seeing the receivers go crazy. Then he compared that with Chris Bell. Chris Bell has been doing the same thing. Not as many yards receiving, but he's out there making plays for those boys. I see them toppling Pittsburgh minus 8. And then for my tier 3, it's going to be Syracuse at UConn. Y'all know I got to go Syracuse. They 4-1 at home. Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord, that's his name. And LeGrant Allen or some shit like that. How y'all say his name?
It's something like that. Just
It's
keep
something
it going,
like that.
keep the momentum.
So those dudes right now has been balling out. They've been balling out. Syracuse right now, I think they're going to topple UConn at minus 10.5 is a great big number, but those boys going to get it done. That defense is going to start with Marlowe Wax. Marlowe Wax has been going nuts right now. Linebacker. Boy is unstoppable. I'm excited to see what he do when that draft comes up, if he declares. But they take this one against UConn, so I'm taking Syracuse minus 10.5.
Good tier talk. Good tier talk.
Solid. I see you looking up a couple things.
Some light.
No, I ain't I'm just looking up, I don't do the 9-inch dating no more. This is a...
He said Louisville, Pittsburgh. Oh.
I wanted the Ole Miss Florida game.
All right, first game on my tier talk. Tier 1 is going to be Texas, minus 21 versus Kentucky. Texas is a damn good ball club. Sarkisian, they're doing the thing at the SEC. I think they're going to win the SEC championship. I think they're a team of destiny right now. They're going to end up being that 1-2, probably that 2 seed, and they're going to win this game by more than 21 points. They're 4-2 against the spread at home. My tier 2, SMU at Virginia. First meeting between these two ball clubs in the history of their college football programs. SMU's playing not only against themselves, but against the entire ACC. Sherman brought up a nice little stat or a nice little thought that SMU was begging to get in the ACC. ACC, that's fine, but you're not going to get any money from us. So if SMU ends up making it in the college football playoff, they have to have 2 very decisive wins, these next 2, and beat Miami. But even if they do really well here and then lose to Miami, there's still a world where they get into the college football playoff. They won't give any. The ACC won't give them any of that extra bonus money. So they're fighting a bunch of different battles right now.
They're whipping ass for free.
I like it.
Definitely.
I like the fact that they're whooping ass for free. My tier 3, I feel like they talked about The third most between Nebraska and Michigan is Vanderbilt. They're plus 7.5 versus LSU. It is a night game, but for those of you who don't know, Vanderbilt's never played a home game in their entire life. Every single week, every SEC game, it is Georgia fans in there. It's Kentucky fans. It's Volunteer fans. They are so used to being in silent count, noise, all that stuff. It's going to be rocking, obviously, in Tigerland and Death Valley. But I think Brian Kelly, the way he matches with LSU is like oil and water. It's just not a great mix. He's losing the locker room a little bit. Let me get Vandy plus 7.5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that. That Vandy.
Vandy's slippery, man. They were going to be my ballsy pick.
Yeah, that could have been a good ballsy.
My tier 1, Notre Dame, favored minus 14.5 against Army. This is religion versus the military. Notre Dame, they're too big for these boys. Their O-line averages 306 in the trenches. Notre Dame, their wins. Everybody talks about their schedule. Yeah, they shit down their leg and they dropped a little one a big one. They dropped a big one against Northern Illinois. But let's not forget, they beat Texas A&M, who is at the top, sitting toward the top of the SEC. They beat Louisville, who beat Clemson. They beat Georgia Tech. They beat Georgia Tech's ass. Georgia Tech also beat Miami. They mopped Navy. They mopped Virginia. They mopped Florida State. Obviously, they suck. They've mopped Stanford. Army beat who last week? They had a bye. Who did they beat 2 weeks ago? North Texas, 14-3. And I watched the first quarter of that North Texas Army game. And North Texas drove the ball down the very first series, ultimately kicking a field goal. But this is the levels here. Notre Dame is going to beat their ass. They're going to cover minus 14.5. They need an Army going into this game, coming off of a bye. They need all the rest that they can get, because when they go and they play Notre Dame is going to read them the 10 Commandments before they baptize them. And I'm telling you right now, this is a minus 14.5 game. That is my tier 1. My tier 2, Colorado at Kansas. Right now, Colorado's favored by 2.5. This is Shedeur Sanders versus Jalen Daniels. Jalen Daniels has been playing his balls off. If you look at Kansas's losses, they lost to Kansas State by 2. They lost to Arizona State by 4. West Virginia by 4. Illinois by 6. They have wins over BYU, Iowa State, and Houston as of late. This is going to be an exciting game to watch. I'm rocking with Colorado. I see Colorado. I see Shedeur outplaying Jalen. That's what it's going to come down to. And I'm just going to put my stock into Colorado. I see them coming alive. I feel like they have a lot to play for, like having their dreams of going to the Big 12 championship, possibly playing like an Arizona State or BYU, winning that game and getting into the college football playoff after getting their asses mopped by Nebraska. Everybody thought they were done, myself included. We broke this team. We broke this ball club.
I thought you guys broke them.
We broke their son's arm. It's over for them. But they've came alive, bro, and it's fun. It's fun to watch them play. This game, Colorado versus Kansas, is going to be awesome. My tier 3, Nebraska. Minus 2.5 against Wisconsin. This is a must win. This is all hands on deck. We're going bowling after this weekend. Dylan Raiola, he's guaranteed to win. Danny H., he's been out there calling the wide receiver room out, talking like, hey, you guys aren't worth a shit on the perimeter. We've talked about that on Bussin with the Boys before. We talked about it earlier this season, just blocking on the perimeter. I like Nebraska. I love Nebraska this weekend. Wisconsin, they haunt my fucking dreams. I have PTSD from Wisconsin because of Melvin Gordon and all those boys who ran all over me in the Big Ten Championship. But I love Nebraska here. This is all hands on deck. Someone goes in, someone's coming out bowling, and it's going to be Nebraska. It's going to be the Huskers. That's my tier 3. So that's my tier talk.
All of Nebraska's goals before the start of the season are still right in front of them. Bowl game, beat Iowa.
What?
That's what she has got.
Those were our goals going into the season.
We saw the bare minimum
that was
threshold.
Taylor Lewan's goals going into the season.
Which is obvious was a realistic goal.
Yeah.
What were the goals in your mind? You Big Ten championship?
No, win more than 7.5 games. Go at least 8 wins. Of course I want us to go to the fucking Big Ten championship. But I'm saying, realistically, you build on this year, you're getting an 8-win season. That's obviously out the door right now, but we can finish 7-5. We can be going bowling. The bowling committee out there is going to be rubbing them hands together, knowing that they could have a Nebraska fan base at their bowl game and make shitloads of money. And it's going to happen this year.
Yes, a lot of money.
I hope so.
A lot of money.
I'll be praying for you.
I appreciate that. Pray while you pray for Notre Dame beating Army's ass too.
Come on now. Not against our military.
Yeah.
I hope so for Shane. Other
Yeah, and the
than
boy
that,
Shane Gillis, we got some skin in this game.
True.
But you're Army.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
No.
Yeah, let's make a bet. It's a little
don't-
friendly bet. I did it with Delanie. I'll give you the 14.5 points.
I don't bet on our country, dude. I'm not gonna
You don't
do
want to
that.
bet on you don't bet on the
You
US? You don't bet on the country?
What do you mean?
I allow the country to do what they want. I support them from a distance. That's what I look at. I put my hand over my heart. I say, go Army.
I forgot
We
he's half
undefeated,
Canadian.
Yeah,
son.
that's
But
funny.
I don't
That
bet on the
that
country.
That joke still hits every time, doesn't it? Listen,
It does.
that joke definitely always hit. All right, ballsy pick.
Ballsy pick.
Ballsy.
Where we at here? We're at Fireball Whiskey. Go ahead, Delanie. Take you another swig. Our ballsy pick of the week. So many things make college football great, but you know what the best thing is? Kicking the living shit out of your rival. There's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or a fan this week. Again, we've been talking about it. Army at Notre Dame. Fireball Whiskey is here to give you the spark to ignite that rivalry all season long. Grab your football buddy. Grab the boys. Buy a round and reignite that rivalry flame. I'll kick it
That
off.
sentiment hits.
I'll kick it off. My ballsy pick is Pitt at Louisville. Their last 9 meetings, Pitt has won 7 of those. What was that?
Huh?
Hey,
Oh, I
just
thought
go ahead.
Okay, my
I
fault.
was
My
just,
fault.
I was just clapping.
Pitt, they started 7-0. They've dropped 3 in a row since then. And if you look at when they played Virginia and Clemson, their last 2, they've lost by a combined 9 points. Last week against Clemson, they were without their starting QB. He will be back in the mix this week at Louisville. This is a big game for them. They're averaging 3.5 sacks per game, which ranks 3rd nationally. 12 interceptions, which is tied for 19th. I see them having some turnovers, being opportunistic, and I see them beating Louisville, and that's my ballsy pick. I think you were saying the spread is 8.
Yeah.
I see Pitt getting, not like GVOT, but they started off strong, and they've just dropped the last 3.
So you're
Very
giving
tough
them more
game down.
points?
Do what?
You saying they going to do what?
Money line.
Ooh.
Pitt's the underdog by 8.
No, I know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I picked
Money
Louisville, of course. I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's my ballsy pick.
Good
I
one.
love it.
I love it. It's a good one.
All right, I'll go. My ballsy pick this week is going to be Arizona State. We talked about it last week. Kansas State, they're playing them. They needed that win. We said, hey, we'll focus on Arizona after they get the win. Now we're focused on Arizona. They're playing BYU. BYU was ranked 7 before their loss last week. Now BYU and the Super Soaker boys have to come down to Tempe, Arizona, and see the Sun Devils. The Sun Devils, who I believe are going to win the Big 12 championship, probably, hopefully, against Colorado. That'd be a hell of a game to watch.
It'd be an awesome game.
That'd be an awesome game. The ASU's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to move that line. I'm pulling a Compton here. I'm moving that line to 6.5. I think ASU's going to win this game by 7 points. They're going to make a statement out of those Mormons in Utah.
Wait. What's the line?
They're gonna soak. They're gonna
They're gonna-
soak them.
What's the line?
Yeah, they're going to pull them out of the soaking.
What
Say,
is
hey,
the-
game's over. Hey, stop moving that bed. We're done here.
What's the line?
ASU's favored by 3. Now I'm putting them to favored by 6.5.
Wow.
To give them some plus odds.
Plus 134.
Yeah.
135.
I mean, yeah.
I like it. I mean, they have fun, bro.
They have
Arizona
fun. They look
State
like they're
being
having a good
underdog,
time.
Everybody, nobody counting them in this.
And growing up in Arizona, like seeing ASU and watching like all these cats from Arizona get the scholarships, like we're all right. ASU just never. I never thought they'd be good. I never thought they'd have an opportunity for like a playoff hope that didn't even exist when I was in high school. Now they have like a huge opportunity, and it just fires me up. It gives me a sense of nostalgia thinking about Tempe, thinking about some of the boys that went there. It's just exciting.
And Dilly.
And Dilly, who I went to high school with,
Yeah.
which is just crazy
Yeah.
that he's having the success he did. Charlie Regal, who was my head coach in high school, he's a special teams coordinator at ASU. So it's just fun. And I hope it works out for the boys. Obviously, when they get to the playoffs, I think it'll be a short-lived life.
Never
But
know.
You
what
never
a-
know.
what
You
a
just gotta
boys
get
they
in
do.
the
never know.
tournament.
You
You
never
do
know.
know if it's Army. You do know if it's Boise State. But yeah, you never know with
No,
ASU.
they never know with ASU. Never know.
True.
Ballsy pick, Delanie.
My ballsy pick is going to be UCF at West Virginia. Let me tell you a little bit about these teams. These 2 programs have had 3 matchups all time.
Okay.
03, 04, 2023. Guess who won all of them?
UCF.
No, you're
West
wrong.
Virginia.
West Virginia has won every last one of them 3 times that they
Mountaineers.
compete. Mountaineers. There you go. So I gotta follow suit. You know, I like data.
Love data.
I love data.
Doesn't do Dynasty anymore, but you got data.
I mean, I don't give a lot of data anymore, but I still follow the data. You get what I'm saying? You got to tap it in.
You gotta follow.
Spreadsheets. It kicks it
Right.
out, shows me
Download
what's
it
going
in your
on.
brain.
Download it.
You like to speculate with the data you have.
Yeah, even if you think, I'm speculating always.
Yeah, at
Even
all
when it's
times.
right in front of me,
Yeah.
I'm
Nah,
still going
let's
to speculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's just what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, we got to have Garrett Green, got to have a great game. This is the quarterback, if y'all don't know who that is. I know y'all probably don't watch West Virginia like
No,
I
I don't
do.
watch him.
So, Neil Brown is the head coach. He knows this game. He knows this team. UCF can't do anything but run the ball. So if you can stop them in the run game, this is an easy game for those guys because you got guys on defense like Joshua Tarter, sick. I don't even know if I'm saying his name correct.
Tarter.
Is it Tarter?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tudor.
Just keep it rolling. Keep the momentum.
Tarter.
Keep the momentum.
And then you got Trey Latman, beast, defense. These two dudes on defense is going to be key. If they can stop the run, this is going to be an easy game for West Virginia. And this is plus 3, 124, plus 124. I'm taking West Virginia to wax UCF. That's pretty much all I got for you guys.
Nice. Very nice, Delanie. Good job.
Yeah, good
Good
ballsy
job on your
pick.
ballsy
Good
pick.
I mean,
You
come
gotta
on
follow
now.
suit. History says follow the data
Follow
on
the
this.
data, and that's what I'm doing.
I love it.
Fan call-in segment. Get into the fan call-in segment. Nate Dogg, he lost last week.
Sad.
But this week, new board. New board. And this one's presented by True Classic. Taylor, you wanna
ahead,
show
bud.
off what you got going on?
Oh, yeah.
Stand up, show off what you got going on, brother. The True Classic team is sending out codes to hook you up with True Classic. So be sure to give them a shout out in our comments here and on our socials using hashtag True Classic Caller for a chance to win and look like the boy Taylor. Look at that squat. Look at that ass out. A lot of bend there. Those are True Classic sweatpants. That's a True Classic shirt. A lot of bend, a lot of room to breathe, and it keeps you looking good.
I almost did, too. You see?
Turn around, show them your pecs. There you go. That's True Classic for you. Upgrade your wardrobe and save on True Classic at trueclassic.com.
Beautiful.
Let's check out our fan call-in.
What's going on, boys? Right here, I have a 5-leg parlay for college football this Saturday. Starting off with SMU moneyline, Ole Miss -6.5, Texas -9.5, Notre Dame moneyline, and last but not least, ASU -5.5. All that together will be plus 564 odds. Let Big Dave get you rich this weekend. Let's bet with the boys. Let's have a fucking day come Saturday. And let's just enjoy this beautiful college football and this beautiful weather. Cheers, boys.
You can
Big Dave!
You can tell
Yeah.
Arizona. Definitely in Arizona.
Straight to the point. Straight to the point. Hey, we're going to enjoy this weather.
Let's enjoy
It's
the
nice
weather.
outside.
Let's embrace college football. I love the parlay.
I love the fact that it's 5 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Plus
don't-
564. I love the parlay.
I think it's a good one.
It's solid. I mean, Notre Dame money line does worry me a little bit, but
No, that one doesn't, bro.
They gonna win the game.
I like
Makes
how
me a
they
little
moved the
nervous.
Texas
They
one
gonna win the
down.
game.
makes me
Yeah,
nervous.
sure.
He moved the ASU line.
He had to move those lines for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart man. You got.
I like that. I like Big Dave.
The
I
line
like
a
Big
little bit.
Dave.
Shout out DraftKings.
Yeah. Stage
Good
presence.
job, Big Dave. This is what I like to do.
A little
Good
nervous.
job.
A little
He
nervous.
was a little nervous. That's okay.
A little nervous.
Didn't
Little
have the
nervous.
showmanship that Nate Dogg does, but I love the
mean,
fact that he has 5 of these bangers in here.
There's no one
Fires me
like
up.
Nate.
I'm riding it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm riding it.
with
Big
you,
Dave,
too.
I'm riding with you, Big Dog.
It's no one like Nate.
The Big
Dogg,
Dave
though,
parlay.
Yeah.
but- Yeah.
All right,
boys.
fellas.
Hey,
Great
Great
show.
show.
Great
show.
Great show.
Great
Great
show.
show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're leaving comments. Consider subscribing to the boys. Big hugs, tiny kisses. We will see you next week.